No.
Conquer fam, Conquer community. What's up, everybody? We're here, the Conquer staff. We have Coach Tommy Palms, Coach Ryan Bucciantini, Coach Jared, and Coach Brad. And we are talking about 24.1. It is back. We have Dave Castro announcing again. And in true Dave Castro fashion, I do not think he disappointed. I enjoy how he broke it down with the weird mushroom outline and all the faces. Like, that's Castro. But let's go through the workout. We have 21 dumbbell thrusters, 21 burpees, 21 dumbbell thrusters, 21 burpees, 15, 15, 15, 15, 9, 9, 9, 9. When you start the dumbbells, they all got to be done on one hand, two hands hit. Lateral burpees over the dumbbell. You do not have to 2-foot jump. You can 1-foot jump. I love this workout. We're going to go around the round table. The Conquer staff was going to give you guys their thoughts on it, some tips and tricks, and we'll send you guys on your way to crush 24.1. We're going to start with Tommy Palms. Tommy, give us your thoughts.
What up? Yeah, so I think it's a great workout. He got me when it was just 21:15.9. I was really disappointed for like a quick second. If I thought that was going to be the only part of the workout, I was like, waste of our time. But now when he kind of broke it out, thought it was a great, really fantastic, well-written workout. My favorite part of the workout is that you have to do all the dumbbells on one arm and you can't alternate. I think that we've lacked actually testing unilateral strength by alternating for so long. So this is my favorite aspect of it, especially if it was heavier, but I understand it's the open, but for most people that will be tested. I think this one's pretty self-explanatory for everyone, honestly. Like, the workout comes down to your tempo on the burpees and just finding a sustainable pace and not coming out too hot. Jeffrey Adler did what I would recommend almost everyone does, which is step up their burpees. Everyone else hopped. He stepped up. It seemed like he was in the most control 90% of the workout, and then he hopped up the final 9 and sent it. So control the burpees. I think you have to go unbroken on the dumbbell. And that's it. Get it.
Love it. Love it. Ryan, your thoughts?
Yeah, I really like it. I think some things that if you don't read the scorecard are going to get you into trouble, and no reps are really going to matter in this workout. So obviously no hands on your legs and no grips. That's something I read. So just making sure that you're staying away from those. Like Tommy said, this is definitely something you want to try to negative split, right? So get faster throughout it. You want to play to your strengths. So if you think you're going to be better on the snatches, try to move faster there and move a little bit slower on the burpees. If you think you're going to crush the burpees, use the burpees as your strength. Just try to maximize your time with what you're going to be most efficient at and you can conserve energy with. If you're worried about the snatch, like your back blowing up in the snatch, you can definitely play with some different techniques. A lot of those guys kind of muscle snatched it, where it's just that big hinge dominant thing. If that's not you or you're a taller athlete, there's definitely some things you can manipulate within that position to conserve energy and kind of unload your back a little bit. Yeah, and there's no time to chalk. So don't even worry about it. This is one you're going to have to go dark, but it needs to be a strategic going dark. Don't just blow your nut on the first 21 and try to hold on. It's not going to happen. Be strategic in that first block and then try to get faster, but you definitely need to push the pace the entire time. There's no coming off the gas pedal in this workout.
Love it. Jared.
Yeah, so after listening to Dave go through his typical spiel, I was kind of like Tommy. He said 21:15.9. I didn't know what to think about that. And I was actually waiting for him to say like multiple rounds of 21:15.9. Then he started branching out. But the same thing as what Ryan and Tommy talked about. It's very much a paced workout. I would say just you're riding that threshold pace through that round of 21. And I think when you hit that 15 and 9, it's almost at the point where you need to start pushing hard immediately because there's just not enough reps to make up a lot of time. But in my mind, I think we're so used to the dumbbell at this point that the weight isn't that big of a factor, given that the most volume you do at one time is only 21 reps. And I think everybody's capable of holding on for 21, especially without having to switch sides back and forth. For me, I think it comes down to just being really efficient and fast on those burpees. I like what Adler did, which was stepping up. I think it just saved a little bit of breathing instead of having to do that double jump each time. And I think another thing that kind of gets overlooked is the fact that both feet have to clearly pass over top of the dumbbell. So, watching their hand placement, their hands are in front of the dumbbell. So when they jump their feet up, they don't have to move their feet quite so far in order to be, again, directly beside the dumbbell to jump over. So I think just practicing where your hands need to be in relation to the dumbbell will help save you some time. You don't have to forward step or back step in order to maximize your efficiency in getting back and forth over the dumbbell.
Great stuff, Jared. Brad.
I mean, I really love it. The 2159 as everybody kind of initially, because I mean, we did this, it was 18.0, I think, right? And it was like he didn't say that, and I was like, yeah, I was thinking 9, 15, 21. I think he was almost gonna reverse it. But I like the idea of, because I'm a CrossFit traditionalist, right? I own an affiliate. I like it from an affiliation standpoint. It's going to be really easy to stack heats and keep things organized, which is really important for the overall community outside like the higher competitive aspect of it. But I think from the higher competitive aspect of it too is it really pushes you to focus on movement efficiencies, right? There's gonna be a lot of people who, it can be hinge dominant if you're strong enough and you can just kind of let that dumbbell drop, right? And just become a lot more hip driven. Same thing with the burpees. I think Adler with the step up, he takes a lot of that out of there, right? When you're doing that double jump, you're getting a little bit more of another hinge coming forward. In the 2159 rep scheme, I always love it, but as the sport has evolved, right, we have to evolve with it. And I think this is a really good way to test it and change the dynamic of it, but at the same time keep it very familiar for a lot of CrossFit enthusiasts. So it's I think it's a nice little bit of spice, but as you get into those burpees, I think you're really gonna have to be efficient with how you move through them. And I think people who are of similar fitness levels, whoever can move smoother, the most consistent through those pieces, I think are gonna get the edge on it for sure.
Great stuff, guys. This is definitely a short person's workout. So all my tall people out there, let's see what you guys got throughout the workout. Just to reiterate on what the coaches said, make sure you come out fast, not so fast you're going to kill yourself, but you do want to push it in a controlled fashion. But all the coaches nailed it. All right, last question, guys. One pick guy, one pick girl. Who wins this workout?
No, I want to double down on that question. Who of the Conquer athletes is going to win this? Wow. Yeah, I just got personal. Yep.
Oh, okay. Okay, Conquer athletes.
Conquer athletes. So I'll go. I'll be uncomfortable. I respect all the female athletes. I could name all of them. This one to me is going to come down to Callista and Nikki. And I do want to also throw in Aurora. I feel you in this one. I'm gonna give Nikki this one, which sounds like I'm what's the word I'm looking for?
Biased?
Something really whack. But yeah, I'll give her that one. I'll give her this one. Which if anyone knows me, I don't do that often. So that's one. And the guys, I'm going with Nico. Boom. There's my picks.
Nico comes out hot.
Nico's going to come out hot and hold on.
All right. Fuck. I don't want anybody to get mad at me. I'm going to say
go with your heart and head.
I think Calissa. Sorry, Nikki.
Boom.
Don't fucking mad at me. I think Calissa, and I think Calissa's a little shorter than her.
And she's a fucking animal.
And that's the only reason. She's a little shorter than her. And for guys, fuck it. I'm gonna say Will.
Okay. Ryan, you're up.
I mean, I don't have a ton of exposure to a lot of the girls being on the West, but I mean, I like Aurora.
Nice.
I like how Aurora is built in that, and I'm just not gonna pick the same thing you guys are.
Nice.
Honestly, I like DJ Dan.
Oh, that's right.
He's
right. I forgot about him.
You can go.
I mean, he's super similar to Will in build, and we've been putting a lot of work on this
Good.
sort of stuff. So
Dan moves
Yeah, we'll
fast
see.
on burpees. That's a good one.
Yeah, he
Okay.
crushed it once. Never mind. I'll
Yeah.
stop talking.
Jared.
Oh man, if I were to throw out names, it would be just pure conjecture because you guys get to see them in person, and I don't. When you said overall, when you started the question, who would win this one or who would take this one outside of that, 'cause that's where I have my experience and knowledge. Man, the first person that comes to mind is just what's his name, Colton Mertens. He's like
Ooh,
5'2".
Yeah,
I just know he's
0.
gonna book through that. Women. Man, I don't know. It's a big toss up there, but that was the first person that came to mind when I saw this workout. And I'm looking at poor Brett Fikowski like lying on the ground as he pulls the dumbbell 7 feet each rep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good pick.
Brad.
I mean, immediately when Tommy said Conquer, I thought Aurora. First, her build, her work is nuts, and I think she has that ability just to go like hyper dark. And then the other for me was Will for those same reasons. I've watched Will, obviously not having been like directly in front of Will, but I've seen him workouts through Conquer stuff, and that cat can go to a different place for a lot of good reasons. And I think he has the stature, right? He's the right height for it, and he's got some boulder shoulders on him, dude. Like that 50-pound dumbbell is going to be like 0. And I think he just, as long as he can keep his cycle rates up, I think he's got a good chance.
I really like this battle between Nico, Will, and DJ Dan. I really like that battle right there in this workout between those
Line
three.
them
Like
up,
similar,
dude. Do it on Saturday.
similar, because it's like similar height for the three of them, kind of similar builds for all of them. It's like who can just kind of go darker when it matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, good luck. 24.1. We will be back here, same format for 24.2. We hope you guys crush it. Best of luck to you. The season is upon us.